Hello everybody, welcome to the Ottawa Senators Olive. I'm your host Jack. This is the 5th episode of Ketchup, where I'm going to talk about the majority of our West Coast road trip. We've got the Sharks, Vegas Golden Knights, and the Anaheim Ducks games. So we're going to go to the Sharks game, and like the New Jersey game, we lose 5-1. Just the second period was pretty much what cost us the game. The only goal scored was by Tim Stützle, and for San Jose, Timo Meier had a goal, Logan Couture had a goal, Noah Gregor had a goal, Thomas Hertl had a goal, and Matt Nieto had a goal in that one as well. So again, 5-1, a horrible game. Cam Talbot was the starter. He got pulled for Anton Forsberg, who pretty much, I would say, relieved us in a sense, but it just got disgusting later on, especially in that second period. That's pretty much when Talbot got pulled. And then nothing much better in the Vegas game, which I did watch, I will say, and we lost 4-1. And I'm going to be honest. With the exception of the third period, I think we were actually playing decent. I will be honest, because I did watch the game. A few costly mistakes, I would say, from the Holden Thompson line, but I'll let Thompson kind of slide a little bit. He's a prospect. He got up in the NHL. He played his first NHL game last year, so I'll give him a little bit of off on that one. But Nick Holden, he's just a veteran that's just getting exposed. Honestly, I would sort of say the same for Travis Hamonic, but they're just veterans getting exposed. Other than that, so either way, Vegas, they're the best team in the Western Conference, but it doesn't give it an excuse on pretty much how bad we played, especially in the third period. Goals were scored by Mark Stone, the former Senator, who pretty much loves scoring against us. William Karlsson had a goal. Let me see. Karlsson, Stone, William Carrier had a goal, and then Jack Eichel had the empty netter. And then for Ottawa, Jake Sanderson had his first NHL goal. Congratulations to Jake Sanderson. His father was at the game as well. It was pretty special for them. And then finally, the Anaheim Ducks, it's the Bedard Bowl. We went 5-1. So there you go, a little bit of switcherooing there, if you want to consider it that way. But it's the worst team in the NHL now, so there's nothing really much to celebrate about, but it's nice to see us get a win there. Is it going to be a turning point for the Senators is a question. As much as I would hope it is, I don't know. But we held them off the entire time. It was 5 unanswered goals. Well, it was 5-0, and then the only goal scored by Anaheim was scored by Max Jones, which was really controversial in my opinion. I didn't think it was in at first. Like, I didn't think it was a goal, but the folks up in Toronto said it was a goal. But I feel like there's got to be some bias on there, in my opinion, because it was the same thing in New Jersey. I think a couple of those disallowed goals in that Devils Leafs game, where the Devils got their winning streak snapped by the Leafs. I feel like there was a little bit of there was a lot of controversial calls in that one, but I feel like it has to do with the sense that it's in Toronto and they're biased with the Leafs. That's just my opinion. But other than that, I think Cam Talbot did say it right. I'm not worried about shutouts. Let's worry more about wins, which I would probably say the same about too. It sucks that Cam Talbot couldn't get the shutout, but getting a win is more important in my eyes, and it's pretty much the same thing in other Sens fans' eyes, and I would say the same about the players. So Max Jones had the only goal for Anaheim. And for Ottawa, goals were scored by Derek Brassard, Matthew Joseph, Tim Stützle, Brady Tkachuk, and Artem Zub. So a really strong performance, that one in Anaheim. I'll have a preview and prediction video for the Los Angeles Kings game, and then a doubleheader preview for the New York Rangers game. But for now, this is Jack from the Ottawa Senators. And go Sens go.